Good morning, dear viewer, and welcome to the Kirk Mid-Morning Show. My name is Aidah Munzatsi, and I am definitely standing in for Faith Kaulu this particular morning. It is the first day of December, as you can definitely see, it's a World AIDS Day under the theme that is Equalize. Remember, we are coming to you live on Facebook as well as YouTube, that is Kirk TV Kenya. On Twitter is KirkTV_Kenya, and the hashtag to use is Kirk Mid-Morning as well as World AIDS Day. Make sure you are tagging Kirk TV right there. So our topic of discussion this day, we are just going to expound more, that is on the HIV and AIDS disease, as well as just looking at the steps that Kenya has made as far as AIDS is concerned, that is from the time the first case was reported in Kenya. We'll also get an opportunity to just also look at HIV, that is in the global sphere, just as well looking at what are some of the steps that the world has made as far as HIV is concerned, and definitely this is according to the World Health Organization. Later on, I'll have a one-on-one that is with Stella Nyambura, who is a person living with HIV as well as HIV awareness advocate. But right now, let us just start by looking at that is HIV worldwide. As I mentioned earlier on, today, that is the 1st of December. The world is marking World AIDS Day, and the theme is Equalize. Definitely, we will be looking at statistics that is according to the National AIDS Control Council, that is as far as Kenya is concerned. But now, according to the World Health Organization, the global HIV response is in danger, even as HIV remains a major public health issue that affects millions of people worldwide. Over the last few years, progress towards HIV goals has stalled. Resources have shrunk and millions of lives are at risk as a result of this. And definitely this is why the World Health Organization has chosen Equalize to be the theme of this year's World AIDS Day. Now, division, disparity, and disregard for human rights are among the failures that allowed HIV to become and remain a global health issue. On 1st December, which is a day like today, WHO joins partners to commemorate World AIDS Day 2022 under the theme Equalize. WHO is calling on global leaders and citizens to boldly recognize and address the inequalities which are holding back progress in ending AIDS, and equalize access to essential HIV services, particularly for children and key populations and their partners, men who have sex with men, transgender people, people who use drugs, sex workers, and people in prison. Definitely, these are just brings up the theme for this year's World AIDS Day, that is Equalize. And right now, let us just try and look at statistics, that is as far as the National AIDS Control Council is concerned, that is as of 2021. Definitely, today we will definitely probably be getting new statistics, but the statistics that we are going to look at right now are as of 2021. Now, that is 1,435,271 people are living with HIV in Kenya. That is as of 2021. Out of the 1,435,271 people, 32,027 new infections occurred in Kenya, that is in 2021. Out of the 32,027, 5,294 were among adolescents aged 10 to 19 years. Now, 1.2 million people are on antiretroviral therapy, that is ART. And these are drugs that suppress the virus to undetectable. We will definitely just also be looking at that is the U equals U, or undetectable is equals to untransmittable. And that is as a result of 2021 as well, 19,486 deaths were recorded. Remember, this is according to the National AIDS Control Council. As I've mentioned right there, the statistics are as of 2021, and today probably the Minister of Health will be sharing new statistics as of 2022. So there is 1.4 million people living with HIV in Kenya. 32,027 new infections were recorded, that is in 2021, and 5,294 cases were among adolescents aged 10 to 19 years. We've also seen that 1.2 million people are currently on ART, which are drugs that suppress the virus. Now, moving on, let us just try to understand that is the 90-90-90 progress in Kenya. Definitely, as I mentioned earlier on, we will just be having a one-on-one with Stella Nyambura, who is a person living with HIV as well as HIV awareness advocate. She'll just help us in understanding these figures as well as the 90-90 progress that is in Kenya. Now, 90-90 is a concept introduced by the United Nations program on HIV/AIDS that is in 2013. 90-90-90 is a set of goals. The idea is that by 2020, 90% of people who are HIV infected will be diagnosed. 90% of people who are diagnosed will be on ART. And 90% of those who receive ART will be virally suppressed. I know that these are new terms, and definitely with the video that I will be playing later on, you'll just get to understand what exactly do we mean by ART, what do we mean by undetectable, what do we mean by untransmittable, as well as virally suppressed. Let us now also look at statistics as far as the 90-90-90 progress in Kenya is concerned. Now, 90% people are aware of their HIV status. 82% of HIV treatment. That is for the 90-90 now. 82% of people are on HIV treatment, which is 74% of all people living with HIV. That is in Kenya. 92% are virally suppressed, which is 68% of all people living with HIV. Now, just looking at viral suppression is defined as suppressing or reducing the function, and that is replication of the virus that is in someone's body. So we'll just get to understand what exactly is U equals U, which is undetectable is equals to untransmittable. Now, I had a one-on-one that is with Doreen Moracha earlier on. Let us just try to understand with the help of her what exactly is U equals U. Let us listen in.
Today is World AIDS Day, and being World AIDS Day, we get to celebrate the hope, the resilience, the courage of people living with HIV. And the HIV has been in Kenya for 37 years now, but it has been in the world for 40 years so far. And a lot of steps have been made, from no treatment to now there is treatment, to people living their lives beyond HIV. And one of the recent scientific steps that have been made is I don't know whether I say the innovation of U equals U, where U equals U basically means undetectable equals untransmittable. When I say that, I mean if you take your ARVs correctly every day, you reach a point where the virus is controlled. And that means it becomes undetectable. So the English word is control, the medical word is undetectable. So basically the virus is controlled, and when you reach U equals U, it means you cannot infect your partner sexually. Women can give birth to HIV negative children, and your life basically becomes healthy because now you're not affected by opportunistic infections or any other disease. So U equals U is the game changer. It's the hope that the world needs, and everybody needs to know, like it's basically supposed to be everybody's business, whether you're HIV negative or you're HIV positive. Because if you're negative and in a discordant relationship, discordant is where one partner is negative, the other one is positive. So whether you're in such a relationship, whether you have a same status relationship, you are still able to basically not infect each other, because there's the issue of reinfection, and also you cannot infect your partner. So you equals you does not mean you're HIV negative. It means you have managed to control the virus. And the only way to achieve you equals you is to take your ARVs and maintain a proper health diet. Of course, be stress-free, accept your status. Some people ask, how long does it take before you reach undetectable? 6 months. 6 months. You take your treatment properly for 6 months, you become undetectable. So as you take your ARVs, remember the goal is to stay undetectable at all times.
Well, definitely that is Doreen Moracha, who is a person living with HIV as well as a HIV awareness advocate, just trying to help us understand of these new terms that I've been just reading to you, and also helping us understand what exactly they mean. She's just been able to explain to us what U equals U means, and definitely that is undetectable is equals to untransmittable. And this is where someone that is living with HIV reaches a point where they've been able to suppress the virus in terms of just controlling the virus, that it's now in a particular state that it cannot multiply in that person's body. We'll still get to understand more about HIV, but right now let us look again or let us just have a look again at the HIV statistics that is right here in Kenya. And remember, this is according to the 2021 statistics by the National AIDS Control Council. Now, 1.4 million or more than 1.4 million people are currently living with the HIV in Kenya. 32,027 new HIV infections occurred in Kenya, that is in 2021. 5,294 out of the 32,000 were among adolescents aged 10 to 19 years. 1.2 or more than 1.2 million people in Kenya are currently on ART, which are drugs that suppress the virus to undetectable. We've just been able to understand the undetectable is equals to untransmittable right there with the help of Doreen. And now the number of deaths that have been recorded, that is according to the 2021 statistics by the National AIDS Control Council, is 19,486 deaths. So those are just statistics as far as the HIV virus is concerned, that is in Kenya. And just to let you know that today the world is marking World AIDS Day, and Kenya is among the countries that is just joining the world, that is together with organizations as well as activists, to just continue creating awareness about HIV. And from those statistics, we've just been able to see that the new infections are now actually being reported among teenagers and adolescents. That's between the age of 10 to 19. Remember, earlier on this year, there was quite an increase of a teenage pregnancy that is amongst this particular age between 14 to 19 years. And that's exactly why there is a new infection or an increase of HIV new infections. We'll just be looking at these particular statistics further. That is with the help of Stella Nyambura, who is already in studio. We'll just get to understand better as well of how her journey has been since she was diagnosed with HIV. We'll also create awareness about HIV since it was the first case was reported right here in Kenya almost 38 years ago. So we take a very short break. We'll be coming back. That is with Stella Nyambura on today's conversation about HIV and AIDS, just focusing on the theme equalize.
PCEA Enomatesiani Booth Boys High School is an ideal school for boys located in a quiet and serene environment, ideal for learning in Matasia, Kajiado County. The school works towards producing qualified students who become competent professionals in the society.
We offer a wide variety of subjects in our school. Our school is well equipped. We have a state-of-the-art library, a spacious boarding section, a modern kitchen, also Olympic-sized swimming pool where our students go and have their swimming lessons.
The school focuses its effort not only in classroom learning, but we also provide learners with equal opportunities, that is to hone their abilities and talents. We have games like football, chess, volleyball, among others. The climate here is also favorable for all students.
PCEA Enomatesiani Booth Boys High School is open for January 2023 intake in junior secondary forms 1, 2 and 3.
Our school is founded on Christian value. We appeal for you to register our school next year, which we are offering our junior secondary school, and we know we'll be able to mentor your boys through our Christian setup.
We are going to mold our boys in Christian values, and we are committed to do so at this time when the boy child must be taken care of.
For more information, get in touch via 0796 560000, 0796 560000. Email us pcea@enoboothboys@gmail.com.
Are you looking to grow your business? Kirk TV offers you a variety of advertising opportunities to suit your budget. Advertise with us today and reach your potential customers countrywide. For more information, email us on sales@kirktv.org or call 011 00 90 647.
Kuna watu wengine wana struggle sana, akipeana tithe hata inauma, nasikia uchungu. Mwingine atamwomba Mungu ya kwamba nibariki, na wakati utanibariki na kazi, I will be giving you the 10th of my income. But when it gets to the reality, anakumbuka mama alikuwa ameniitisha kikoi. Anaanza kudebate na Bwana na anaanza kusema Mungu ataelewa. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Lakini si ni wewe uliahidi, sio Mungu alikusukuma. Uliahidi kwa maana you needed God to intervene, and you made a promise before God.
Kwenye makala ya jukwaa la moderator.
Tunapojiweka mbele katika mambo yote tunayofanya, huwa tumeenda kinyume na matakwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Hasira moja iliyokuwa na Mungu ni kuhusu watu wanaojipenda. Kazi ya Mungu inapaswa kupewa kipaumbele. Kuna uwezekano ya kwamba tukisikiza ushauri wa Mungu kwa njia inayofaa, tutakuwa sawa kwake, sababu Mungu ana rehema na anatupenda.
Jiunge na moderator wa kanisa la PCEA Mchungaji Thegu Mutahi kwa mahubiri, mafunzo na ufafanuzi wa masuala ibuka nchini, kila Jumapili ya kwanza ya kila mwezi saa 1:30 jioni. Hapa Kirk TV.
Tafakari njia zako.
PCA Booth Girls High School of Excellence is an exemplary girls boarding school located in a calm environment perfect for learning in Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County. Our sole responsibility is to equip our students to competitively fit into the ever-growing world-class institutions and the job market. An all-rounded student is what pushes us to burn the midnight oil.
Apart from academics, we have some co-curricular activities like we have handball, we have volleyball, we have the table tennis, and even we have the swimming pool whereby our girls are nurtured on how to swim. So indeed, PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School is a place to be so that we can nurture the talent of your daughter.
We have spacious classrooms, well-equipped library, science and computer laboratories, dining hall, modern kitchen and dormitories. We are open for transfer interviews for forms 2, 3 and 4 starting 2nd to 16th December 2022 and January intakes for junior secondary and form 1. The fees is affordable.
Bring your daughter to us so that we mold her in character in the ways of God, and also we mold her in academics.
For more information, call the number 011-311-4284. You can also send an email to pcaongata-boothgirlshighschool@gmail.com.
Kwenye makala ya jukwaa la moderator.
Tunapojiweka mbele katika mambo yote tunayofanya, huwa tumeenda kinyume na matakwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Hasira moja iliyokuwa na Mungu ni kuhusu watu wanaojipenda. Kazi ya Mungu inapaswa kupewa kipaumbele. Kuna uwezekano ya kwamba tukisikiza ushauri wa Mungu kwa njia inayofaa tutakuwa sawa kwake, sababu Mungu ana rehema na anatupenda.
Jiunge na moderator wa kanisa la PCA Mchungaji Thegu Mutahi kwa mahubiri, mafunzo na ufafanuzi wa masuala ibuka nchini kila Jumapili ya kwanza ya kila mwezi saa 1:30 jioni. Hapa Kirk TV.
Tafakari njia zako.
Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a school, college or university? Do you have upcoming events like graduation and intakes? Kirk TV offers you a special end-year, New Year advert bonanza with up to 50% off our advertising rates till January 2023. Talk to us for your live graduation broadcasts and New Year in-text advertisements. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwache nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607, or send us an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV and New Year Advert Bonanza.
Well, welcome back to the Kirk Mid-Morning Show. My name is Aidah Munzatsi, and as I had mentioned earlier on today, the world marks World AIDS Day. Definitely, we are going to help in creating awareness about HIV and AIDS. Earlier on, we've just been able to understand and get to see of how the numbers look, that is worldwide, as well as in Kenya, that is according to the National AIDS Control Council. And as I promised, we will just delve further and get to understand of everything, as well as the number that I had mentioned earlier on. And in studio, I'm definitely being joined by that is Stella Nyambura, who is a person living with HIV, as well as an advocate of HIV awareness. Nyambura, welcome. Thank you so much. Yes. Now, just help us in understanding of the importance of just marking or celebrating World AIDS Day.
For me, I celebrate it because I have come from far, and this day makes me to remember how far I have come from, because it has not been an easy journey. For me, because when my parents died, they left me all alone, and I remember this day and I put it precious in my life. Yes.
Okay. Now, just talking over probably your parents, just share with us your journey living with HIV, probably when you were diagnosed with HIV. Was it when you were born, or how exactly does the journey go?
My parents died when I was at age of 2 years old. I had a sister she is older than I am, and after she died, I was relocated to we were living at up country, but I was relocated to Mlango Kubwa, and there the life was not on favor on my side, so they started fighting. This side of my mom, they wanted to leave me. The other side wanted to have me. So it was a chaos. So it reached to a point. It was a case, and the case decided that where I want to live is where I will live. So I was relocated to the other side of my dad's family. There I stayed with them for a couple of years, and I joined school in 1999. I was born in 1989. So through that journey, I was experiencing opportunistic diseases, tuberculosis, on and off, skin rashes. No one was knowing what was happening. So when I reached in class 6, that's the time that I was taken to Germany doctors. It is in Mathare, called a place called Muradi. There I was diagnosed HIV positive, and that really broke my heart. From my education, everything slumbered. Yes.
Okay, now were you told that probably you got it earlier on due to the opportunistic diseases that you're talking about, or?
I was born HIV positive. Yes.
Okay. And now when you're just comparing to the 90s or 2000s and currently, that is almost 20 or 20 something years down the line. Right now, I'll say probably the public have a better understanding of HIV. I won't say the stigma has reduced, but I'll say that there are some steps that have been made. Just when you were diagnosed, that is in 2000s, yeah? In 2002. Yes. How was it for you in just being told that you are HIV positive? How was it for you?
When I was diagnosed, the doctor that diagnosed me, I think he was not informed on how to pass the message or the test. He told me, I still remember up to date, he told me that unajua ile ugonjwa inaitwa ukimwi, you have it. So it irritates my mind up to date because sick accept, because that time HIV was all over. Like when you see somebody thin on HIV, you are going to die tomorrow, you have no future, you have nothing at all in your life, you're just hopeless. So it really pulled me down to an extent that I could not focus even with my education. So I had to go through a lot of opportunistic diseases, as I have said earlier. Yes.
And now, were you put on drugs immediately? And did you first of all understand that I'll be taking these drugs probably for the rest of my life? Were there thoughts in your head that I'll die next, as the society definitely was putting it?
When the information came about me being HIV, I thought that was the end. I never knew about ARVs. I knew about death. That's the only thing that ran in my mind by then. Yes.
And when did you start now taking the ARVs?
Before taking ARVs, there is a procedure. You're being tested on your viral load, and years back we were tested on viral load, but nowadays we are not being tested on viral load. We have tested on our virus. No, kitambo we were tested on CD4, but now we are tested on viral load. So kitambo, my CD4, before I started the medicine, it was 3. 3 CD4.
That is the virus in the body, or what exactly is CD4?
They are the CD4. They are the like the white blood cells, the things that fight diseases in your body. So they were lesser in my body. I remained with only 3, and I was about to die. Yes. So they did the CD4, and the CD4, the result came out, and they said that I should be put on treatment immediately. So I started treatment on 2003, and I did not respond well to the medicine because when ARVs came by then, it was like a testing. They never knew what was right for this kind of person or this kind of virus. So it did not respond well in me. Yes.
And at that time, were you still having the tuberculosis and the other opportunistic diseases?
Tuberculosis have run into me like 6 times, and I still managed to pull out. Yes.
Okay, and how would you say the journey has been? I mean, looking at 2002, there was, as you put it, even the doctors did not probably understand, even the doctor breaking the news to you and just telling you that you are HIV positive. How has the journey been, and how can you compare now and then in terms of awareness and even the stigma?
Well, for now I can say it is, people has grown, people are educated, people has been informed out there, society, community, in the facilities. People have been engaged, different platforms on what is HIV is, what can you do when you have HIV, and how to deal with people living with HIV. So I can say it's a great improvement in our society, because even when you hear somebody or someone has HIV, don't panic. Just tell them there is life before HIV, and that continues as well. Yes.
Okay, and just talking of people are now more aware, people now understand this disease well, or this virus well. Will you say that just looking at the statistics, the numbers are really increasing, especially among adolescents? Will you say that people no longer fear the disease, and should they, in terms of just being infected, are people now probably having protected sex so that they are just prevented from acquiring the virus? Or are people just careless, let it happen?
For that I can clarify. As you can see, are the young people that are being infected or are getting early teenage pregnancies. This is, I can put the blame on government, because before we were going to schools and teaching them on safety on sex, because there is no, you can tell me to stop doing sex and yet I'm sexual active. You see, so tell me don't do sex. What should I do then if I'm not doing sex? What that activity will you engage me with for me not to reason like a person who has that urge of doing sex? Government threw that away. You see, like we live in slums. Government or people who are up there, their children are well being taken of care.
They are not in the slums.
They are not in slums. So you cannot compare those children and these children in slum area. Like for me, I grew in slum. Where I was living, next door there was selling changa. There were bangies and sort of drugs were there. But if I could not have listened to what I was being told, I could have got lost. But not everybody is me. Is right? Some people need action, not the word of mouth. Need to be taught, and this is the way to go. So you come to school or to the media, you say no more sex studies in school. How have you helped the children? Where have you left them? They are being left like orphans. There are no people to rely on. You find in slums, some of them do sex because they need to do their routine life. They need to buy pads. No one to cater for them. They need to feed themselves. I've told you I was an orphan. My relative never took care of me. So in some other cases, and I'm not encouraging them to do so. That was what's going on in the society. We do sex in exchange of something, and we never mind if you are getting HIV. Nowadays there says it is better to get HIV than pregnant. Yes, so that blame is on government. If they could have brought that thing and stuck, we could not be where we are today. Yes.
So it's just an issue of bringing back sexual and reproductive education in schools.
Yes, and engaging the young people on how to use condoms, because we are sexual active, right? There is no way you cannot tell people not to do that, not to do this. It's just control them on what to do, on how safety they can do, not to engage with early pregnancies and to get HIV and AIDS. Yes.
Okay, and just talking of that particular phrase that I'll rather be pregnant than the issue of pregnancy and HIV, will you say that people nowadays actually before even engaging with a partner, before having a relationship with whatever type of relationship with a partner, is HIV even a concern for them that I want to know the HIV status of my partner, or people are no longer concerned about that?
Huko mali tunaishi kwa ghetto, like hakuna venye utaambia msee ati uko na HIV ya kubali. Hata kwambia venye umebeba hivyo huwezi kuwa na HIV. So there is those misconception, like when I'm thin, I'm HIV. When I'm fat, I'm okay. So that's what rings on their mind. And before you knew that, umesambazia wengi. Unaona? So when they get informed on how to do safe sex, this will not happen. Yes.
How about testing?
Testing, they do test. They turn out to be negative nor positive. I like them because when they get positive, they come to you. Wanakwambia like ni hard atanzaje, but you see, like somebody for me, nimekuwa kwa you field for so many years, like I think 13 years. So when you give the story, she sees like, or he sees like he's not alone, and start pulling up. The best thing to do is to get informed. Informed, and adhering to what you're being taught out there, with a peer mentor, with a physician, a doctor, or a person who has been engaged to that circle and has pulled out. Yes.
Okay. Now, you were just explaining and educating us about the CD4, about the viral load and all that, yeah? So the video that we just played, that is for Doreen Morash, she was just trying to explain to us what U equals U, what exactly it means, as well as viral load. You've mentioned of how probably the testing was done earlier on with the ARVs. Just try and help us understand, first of all, U equals U with the layman's language inamaanisha nini?
U is equals to undetectable is equals to untransmittable. That comes when you let me use Kiswahili. Inakuja wakati unazingatia matibabu yako vile inavyopaswa. Like usipokosea kule muda, unazingatia tu, utajipata uko undetectable. That's why nilikwambia pale tulikuwa tunapima kitu inaitwa CD4. Na saa hizi hawapimi, wanapima virus. Virus zinaweza kuwa up to 1 billion kwa mwili yako. But ukiambiwa uko undetectable, that's unasema U is equals to U. U ni undetectable. When your virus is undetectable, that is 0. That does not mean that you are not HIV. They are there, but they are doomed. They are suppressed by the virus. And
untransmittable?
Untransmittable, that means, but don't get me wrong. U is equals to undetectable. That means like when I am suppressed, I can no longer give you HIV. But however, my HIV, it is not your HIV. People misinterpret these things. You can be carrying HIV-1 and can be carrying HIV-2. So you see, these are different things. And I'm undetectable, you are. So let's always keep a safe sex using a condom.
So this means that when I'm undetectable and you are, it doesn't mean that we should probably have unprotected sex.
Exactly.
All right. And how about if I'm negative and you're positive but you're still undetectable? For a couple, I'm looking at this for couples, those that are married, like they're living as husband and wife.
For people, they are called discordant couples. For kind of people, there is PEP. They take PEP, like ARVs, each and every day they have an intercourse.
So this one is for the partner that is negative and for the partner that is positive.
Exactly.
All right.
If you are not comfortable with using condom, there is a drug you take for the rest of your life, like any other person that is using ARVs to protect yourself from getting in touch with HIV. Yes.
Okay. Now, just looking at ARVs, there is ARTs. Are they the same thing, or now for the drugs, for these particular drugs, is it different for someone? For example, I've just been diagnosed with HIV today, and you've been with it for from 2002. The drugs that you'll be taking, are they similar to me who has just been diagnosed with?
So ARTs is antiretroviral drugs, and ARVs are the drugs. So I think it's just a name.
Okay.
There is no difference in that. Yes.
Okay. Now let us just talk of this particular day where the Minister of Health, they'll definitely give a statement. They'll be having an event probably that they've organized. The World Health Organization will also be sharing the same. What would you say are some of the steps that Kenya has made as a country as far as HIV is concerned?
First of all, I just want to thank government, because even if there was a crisis on ARVs shortage, we still managed to get the little that was there. Now still we went back to streets as an advocate, and they still brought back. We thank that for government for always putting us like the first priorities for making us that we have what will keep us going each and every day. Yes.
So you'll say the step has to do with drugs, or in terms of a treatment, you'll put it like that. And what are some of the things that the government should probably just pull up their socks kidogo just to in the fight against HIV?
What they should do? First of all, I want to just as myself as a young advocate, to urge the government to take back the education, sex education in schools. Those people need to be educated. They need to know what is HIV, and let them consider HIV as a priority even to their lives. They can be not infected, but they can be affected. So secondly, government, there is shortage of condoms in facilities. We could urge you to reduce our taxes so that we can get back free condoms, because you find not everyone will go to a chemist or to a shop to buy a condom, because the life itself is high. People want to do sex, so I could urge you to consider us by reducing the taxes on condoms. Yes.
And now just we've looked at what the government can do. Just looking at the new infections. I mean, out of the numbers that were recorded by the government, that is in 2021, quite a number of them were adolescents. And right now they are at home. Still, there is an increase of teenage pregnancies. What would you say parents can do right now, especially during this very long period, and not just parents, but caregivers and the society at large? What can they do so that when the statistics that is for 2022 come out, we are not having greater numbers as far as HIV and new infections are concerned?
For that, I can add, like, children are at home. Parents, most of parents, they hide these things from their kids. When they see a girl talking with a boy, they start fighting. And they don't tell the girl the reason or the boy the reason. Why am I beating you for that? So unapata to an extent, ninachapua kitu yenye sijui. Na unaambiwa nisirudi kukuona na Njoroge ama na Kamau. Ama nisirudi kukuona na Wanjiro. Simply because hajamwambia ni kwa nini anataka asimwone naye. So atafanya jukumu juu chini, atajificha na lazima wataonana. It's like this thing says, like I'm eating nakula machungwa, na kuambia ni kali. lazima pia utataka kuonja usikie ukali wa hiyo machungwa. You see, tunapendanga ku experience, yani kufanya ndio tuelewe ni kwa nini nakata zangu, acha nijaribu. Wazazi, wacha tuweke watoto wetu wazi. Usimwambie asishike kasusu ya mtoto, mwambie venye inafaa kuitwa. Usimwambie asitolee mtu nguo mbele yake, mwambie ni kwa nini. Ndio aweze kuelewa. Tutakuwa tunawaambia wasifanye, lakini watakuwa wakifanya wakitaka kujua ni kwa nini tunaambiwa tusifanye. They need to experiment. Children are very clever than we never thought. Yes.
So it's just a matter of calling a spoon a spoon.
A spoon.
Kwa nini utaki nifanye hivi? Ni kwa sababu utapata blah blah blah. Exactly. And sad things. Any other thing that you'll want to add?
And wacha watoto wenyu they be close to God. Wacha waende church Sundays, hata kama wewe hawendi. Give them sadaka. You know, na umpe pesa ya ice, itamtoa kwa nyumba, kwa sababu kila kitu lazima uivurute na uilete karibu. If you don't bring them close to God, some things we mzazi hawezi fanya, but when they go to Sunday school watafundishwa. So let's tugawane kazi na to engage pia watoto wetu kwa another platforms za kanisa. Tukiangalianga to health, bado tuweke God mbele kwa kila kitu. Yes.
Okay, great. But let me just ask this one thing. The theme of World AIDS Day this year is equalize. Unaweza sema nini just about probably equalizing the rights, or just considering kuna wale, we have these special groups. We have children, we have homosexuals, we have intergenders. What can you say as far as the theme is concerned for this year's World AIDS Day?
For equalize, like unaona, since this epidemic came, corona, these people forgot, people living with HIV, people living with different disabilities, orphans, yani everything was set aside, and they focused on this other side. So I could just ask and urge, like, let equalize everything. When you are focusing on corona, don't forget people living with HIV, because you can see a person living with HIV can be a person with disability, can be a person with HIV, can be a person with other opportunistic diseases. Let equalize them, put them together, focus them, and treat them equally. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much, Stella, for that. Thank you for helping us creating awareness, as well as just sharing your story, even as we mark our World AIDS Day. So that was Stella Nyambura, a person living with HIV, as well as an advocate of our HIV awareness. Earlier on, we were just looking at our numbers, and Stella has put it quite right. That is in terms of just creating awareness, that is for teenagers and adolescents, boys and girls, as far as the new HIV infections is concerned. Let us just look at the HIV statistics once again, if we can get those numbers right there. That is the HIV statistics as of 2021, as far as the National AIDS Control Council is concerned, and we have it right there. That is Kenya's HIV statistics as of 2021. Now, the National AIDS Control Council reports that 1,435,271 people that is currently in Kenya live with HIV. 32,027 new infections occurred in the year 2021, that is in Kenya. And out of the 32,027, 5,294 were among adolescents aged 10 to 19 years. And Stella has just shared with us what can be done. And now more than 1.2 million people are currently on ART. Those are drugs to help suppress the virus. And 19,486 deaths were also recorded. That is over 2021 and definitely before 2021. And as the world marks World AIDS Day, as I mentioned earlier on, the World Health Organization will be joining with a few other stakeholders, that is activists, people like Stella Nyambura right here, who will just continue creating awareness about HIV and AIDS. She's just mentioned of how important it is to just get to know over your status. Why don't you use this particular day to just test yourself to know whether you are positive or negative? And as she puts it very right, that your HIV status, whether positive or negative, it's actually not the end, but more positive. Just speaking of that, we were also able to look at other statistics that is to do with the 90 progress that is in Kenya. If we can also get that from studio, let us just look at how Kenya is doing as far as the 90 progress is concerned. So if we can just get that, you can see it right there on your screens. So those are the numbers right there, as you can see on your screen. So 90% are aware of their HIV status, 82% on HIV treatment, and 92% are virally suppressed, which actually indicates 68% of all people living with HIV in Kenya. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you've been able to learn from us with the help of Stella Nyambura right here. So we'll be taking a very short break. We'll definitely come back with more right here on the Kirk Mid-Morning Show.
PCA Booth Girls High School of Excellence is an exemplary girls boarding school located in a calm environment perfect for learning in Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County. Our sole responsibility is to equip our students to competitively fit into the ever-growing world-class institutions and the job market. An all-rounded student is what pushes us to burn the midnight oil.
Apart from academics, we have some co-curricular activities like we have handball, we have volleyball, we have the table tennis, and even we have the swimming pool whereby our girls are nurtured on how to swim. So indeed, PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School is a place to be so that we can nurture the talent of your daughter.
We have spacious classrooms, well-equipped library, science and computer laboratories, dining hall, modern kitchen and dormitories. We are open for transfer interviews for forms 2, 3 and 4 starting 2nd to 16th December 2022 and January intakes for junior secondary and Form 1. The fees is affordable.
Bring your daughter to us so that we mold her in character in the ways of God, and also we mold her in academics.
For more information, call the number 011-311-4284. You can also send an email to PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School at gmail.com.
It's Christmas already here at Kirk TV. Are you a business looking to advertise your brand and products to potential customers? Are you looking to improve your sales as we end the year? Starting this October till January 31st, 2023, we are offering you, our customer, various discounts up to 50% off our advertising rates. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales teams now on 0738-278-506 or 0739-971-607. Contact us on email bnkogie@kaktv.org or munyoroku@kaktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV and your advert bonanza.
Kwenye makala ya jukwaa la moderator.
Tunapojiweka mbele katika mambo yote tunayofanya, huwa tumeenda kinyume na matakwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Hasira moja iliyokuwa na Mungu ni kuhusu watu wanaojipenda. Kazi ya Mungu inapaswa kupewa kipaumbele. Hivyo kuna uwezekano
PCA Booth Girls High School of Excellence is an exemplary girls boarding school located in a calm environment perfect for learning in Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County. Our sole responsibility is to equip our students to competitively fit into the ever-growing world-class institutions and the job market. An all-rounded student is what pushes us to burn the midnight oil.
Apart from academics, we have some co-curricular activities like we have handball, we have volleyball, we have the table tennis, and even we have the swimming pool whereby our girls are nurtured on how to swim. So indeed, PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School is a place to be so that we can nurture the talent of your daughter.
We have spacious classrooms, well-equipped library, science and computer laboratories, dining hall, modern kitchen and dormitories. We are open for transfer interviews for forms 2, 3 and 4 starting 2nd to 16th December 2022 and January intakes for junior secondary and form 1. The fees is affordable.
Bring your daughter to us so that we mold her in character in the ways of God and also we mold her in academics.
For more information, call the number 011-311-4284. You can also send an email to pcaongata-boothgirlshighschool@gmail.com.
Kwenye makala ya jukwaa la moderator.
Tunapojiweka mbele katika mambo yote tunayofanya, huwa tumeenda kinyume na matakwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Hasira moja iliyokuwa na Mungu ni kuhusu watu wanaojipenda. Kazi ya Mungu inapaswa kupewa kipaumbele. Hivyo kuna uwezekano ya kwamba tukisikiza ushauri wa Mungu kwa njia inayofaa tutakuwa sawa kwake, sababu Mungu ana rehema na anatupenda.
Jiunge na moderator wa kanisa la PCA Mchungaji Thegu Mutahi kwa mahubiri, mafunzo na ufafanuzi wa masuala ibuka nchini kila Jumapili ya kwanza ya kila mwezi saa 1:30 jioni. Hapa Kirk TV.
Tafakari njia zako.
PCEA Enomatesiani Booth Boys High School is an ideal school for boys located in a quiet and serene environment, ideal for learning in Matasia, Kajiado County. The school works towards producing qualified students who become competent professionals in the society.
We offer a wide variety of subjects in our school. Our school is well equipped. We have a state-of-the-art library, a spacious boarding section, a modern kitchen, also Olympic-sized swimming pool where our students go and have their swimming lessons.
The school focuses its effort not only in classroom learning, but we also provide learners with equal opportunities, that is to hone their abilities and talents. We have games like football, chess, volleyball, among others. The climate here is also favorable for all students.
PCEA Enomatesiani Booth Boys High School is open for January 2023 intake in junior secondary forms 1, 2 and 3.
Our school is founded on Christian value. We appeal for you to register our school next year, which we are offering our junior secondary school, and we know we'll be able to mentor your boys through our Christian setup.
We are going to put our boys in Christian values, and we are committed to do so at this time when the boy child must be taken care of.
For more information, get in touch via 0796 560000, 0796 560000. Email us pcea@enoboothboys@gmail.com. Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a school, college or university? Do you have upcoming events like graduation and intakes? Kirk TV offers you a special end year, new year advert bonanza with up to 50% off our advertising rates till January 2023. Talk to us for your live graduation broadcasts and new year intakes advertisements. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwache nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607, or send us an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza. It's Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a church organization and would like to air your end of year and new year services? Are you thinking of reaching a wider audience and showcasing your Christmas cantatas and concerts? Have you thought about showcasing your Sunday school services to the entire country? Then, Kirk TV is offering you the End Year Advert Bonanza. We will cover and broadcast all the above events at up to 50% off our normal rates starting this October till January 2023. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607. Send an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza. It's Christmas already here at Kirk TV. Are you a business looking to advertise your brand and products to potential customers? Are you looking to improve your sales as we end the year? Starting this October till January 31st, 2023, we are offering you, our customer, various discounts up to 50% off our advertising rates. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales teams now on 0738-278-506 or 0739-971-607. Contact us on email bnkogie@kaktv.org or munyoroku@kaktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV and your advert bonanza.
We care for the environment. It's God-given. We are stewards. And since there have been talk about planting trees, we said as a church we want to partner with those who know trees better. We want to be part of that success. We want to be part of that story. Therefore, we want to urge you and charge you that since the rains have started coming, if you have space, get a few seedlings, plant a few trees. It will make a difference in the future. Praise be to God. If you have some space somewhere, please, as our forefathers and our foremothers used to tell us, that we should not partake the rains on our heads. That's what they used to say. I didn't really understand what they meant, that when the rains come down, we shouldn't just partake them on our heads. Because when you walk in the rains come down on you. But you shouldn't just partake them on your head. You should do something, planting and cultivating and things like that, because it adds to the good and the beauty of our environment. We know that with good vegetation, with good environmental stewardship, we are doing good to ourselves and to our future.
The Parish Minister, PCEA Magutu Parish, PCMF and Women's Guild announces the Boys' Rites of Passage and Girls' Alternative Rites of Passage from the 4th to 16th December for boys and 12th to 15th December for girls. The venue is at Magutu Church and registration is ongoing. 6,000 Kenya shillings for boys, 1,000 Kenya shillings for girls' day scholars. Topics to be covered include culture and Christianity, social media, drug abuse, roles of youth, self-awareness, among others. For more information, contact Reverend Felix Murithi, the Parish Minister, on 0725-700-216, Jackson Kiritu, the PCMF Chairman, on 0723-115-931, or Eunice Mushangi, the Chair Lady of the Women's Guild, on 0716-517-600. Transformation from childhood to adulthood.
Are you looking to grow your business? Kirk TV offers you a variety of advertising opportunities to suit your budget. Advertise with us today and reach your potential customers countrywide. For more information, email us on sales@kirktv.org or call 011 00 90 647.
Nitazame milima, msaada wangu
kwenye makala ya Jukwaa la Moderator.
Tunapojiweka mbele katika mambo yote tunayofanya, huwa tumeenda kinyume na matakwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Hasira moja iliyokuwa na Mungu ni kuhusu watu wanaojipenda. Kazi ya Mungu inapaswa kupewa kipaumbele. Hivyo kuna uwezekano ya kwamba tukisikiza ushauri wa Mungu kwa njia inayofaa, tutakuwa sawa kwake, sababu Mungu ana rehema na anatupenda.
Jiunge na moderator wa kanisa la PCEA Mchungaji Thegu Mutahi kwa mahubiri, mafunzo na ufafanuzi wa masuala ibuka nchini kila Jumapili ya kwanza ya kila mwezi saa 1:30 jioni. Hapa Kirk TV.
Tafakari njia zako.
PCEA Githunguri Presbytery invites you for the 2022 Rites of Passage sessions starting from the 5th to 16th of December at Githiga Children's Center. Charges for boys are 8,300 Kenya shillings for the sessions. An alternative Rites of Passage for girls will start from 12th to 16th December. The charges are 5,300 Kenya shillings. Some of the topics to be covered will be Bible study and Christian growth, communication and relationships, manhood, womanhood and adulthood, self-awareness and peer influence, adolescence and sexuality, drugs and substance abuse, among other impactful topics. Registration is ongoing at all PCEA parishes within Githunguri and at the Githunguri Presbytery office. For more information, get in touch with Githunguri Presbytery office through their number 0721 844 064 0721 844 064. You can also get in touch with Reverend Samuel Gakuya, Mr. George Kagodho, and Reverend Lydia Kahiga.
Nitashinda Bwana nita.
Well, welcome back to the Kirk Mid-Morning Show. My name is Aidah Munzatsi. Remember, earlier on, we were just looking at the World AIDS Day under the theme Equalize, where we've been able to have that particular conversation with Stella Nyambura. She's been able to help us right here at the Kirk Mid-Morning Show in creating awareness about HIV. Now, we'll still be giving you more information about that. That is during our subsequent bulletins. But right about now, let us look at makeup on fleek. That is with the help of Sylvia Wishenga. We'll just get to learn of how to do your makeup right. Sylvia, karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
And you're definitely looking more beautiful. Also, hope I've done my makeup well.
Yeah,
Kujaribu.
done well.
All right. So for someone to understand, when you're just looking at makeup, definitely we have starters. So what are some of the basic things that one needs to understand as far as makeup is concerned?
I think the first thing you need to understand is your skin type, because your skin type can affect the kind of products you need to use, the outcome, the process. Yeah, so the first thing you need to understand is your skin type. Normally, I think there are like 4 skin types. There's the normal skin that is not oily and it's not dry. There's oily skin. There's combination. It might be combination of normal and oily, or normal and dry, or normal and or dry and oily. It just depends. And there's the dry skin type. So with all those skin types, there are different products you might need to use. Like for oily skin, you need to use products that are mainly water-based, that mattify you, that don't add even more oil to your skin. Yeah. For dry skin, you'll need to use products that moisturize your skin. For normal skin, you might get away with either, because it is neither oily nor dry, so anything works for you.
So you'll better have normal skin
type. Normal skin type is the best.
All right. And how do you get to tell whether you're a normal, oily? How exactly? Is there probably just a simple remedy that you can tell what type your skin is?
Yeah, there's this you can do this what is it called? An experiment at home. You just wash your skin and then don't use a moisturizer for like say for like 15 minutes. Then when you go look at yourself in the mirror, if it's normal, like it's not drying and cracky, I think that's normal, and it's not oily. For oily skin, it will produce oil. For dry skin, you'll feel like your skin is being pulled. Yeah, you'll feel a bit itchy because it will feel very dry and itchy. For normal skin, you might still look normal. For oily skin, you'll produce oil. So yeah, I think that's the small experiment you can do to
okay, and now, all right. And now when it comes to your face, when you're doing your makeup, I mean, everyone nowadays, when you walk around the street, everyone has their makeup on. So what is the most important part when just applying your makeup, that when you get a particular part of your face right, you'll definitely get your entire face right?
I think different people consider different things, but for me, I consider your skin. Like if you get your skin tone right, the shades, well blended. For me, I think that goes because you might have the perfect eyebrows, but your foundation maybe is not matching your body. You might have the perfect lashes, but as long as your foundation is off, I feel like your face will be a bit distracting to the eye. I feel, for me, that's what I consider very important.
All right. So it's basically understanding your skin type, your skin tone as well, for you to be able to pick the right makeup products. All right. Now let us look at now picking the products. For the very basic products, I mean, I don't want to do so much makeup on me. What are some of just the basic items that I'm supposed to buy?
The basic items, I would say maybe an eye pencil, a mascara, a lipstick, lip gloss, and maybe I feel like a foundation depends on how your skin looks. If you have flawless skin like you can just use a nice powder.
Like me.
You can just use a nice full coverage powder, and I think you're good to go. Maybe if you want to look a bit extra, you can add a bit of blush, and that's it.
All right. And there's the notion that there's actually people are actually saying that makeup should actually be itolewe kabisa na serikali because it changes someone completely. So for you not to, of course there are those that that like that, but for you not to just maintain that subtle makeup for you still, so that when I still wipe myself, it's still Aidah. So what are some of the things that you're supposed to do or not do?
I think makeup is meant to enhance whatever you already have, not to completely change you. I feel like when you use, especially now, let's start with the wrong shades. Like if I'm this shade, I go like a few shades lighter. Of course, I've already altered my face, and I think just heavy makeup. Plus, it's just artistry. There are people who enjoy things differently. There are people who like nude subtle makeup. I feel like especially most Kenyan ladies like nude subtle makeup. Most of the times you can't tell that this person is wearing makeup. I feel like it also depends with level of self-esteem and how your face is. There are people who have hyperpigmentations. So of course that's not like cheating, because sometimes they want to just even out their skin tones. Most people have hyperpigmentation. Yeah, I think that's the reason.
You're right, and I like it when you say it's just meant to enhance, enhance what you already have, enhance your beauty. Now, what are some of the things that you're not supposed to do as far as makeup is concerned, whether it's to do with applying the makeup or just picking the products, the not to do's?
The not to do's. I think the not to do's. I'm trying to think. You're not supposed to pick, let's say you're like, oh, this person looks like me. Maybe you'll see a photo on maybe Instagram, be like, this person is my exact shade. And then you go to like, you send that, you buy makeup
based
on how that person looks. Because sometimes there's so many different things. Like, let's say, the skin type, the skin tone. Sometimes you yourself, you think I'm this shade. And especially now with photos, there are different filters, they pick different tones. You're like, me, I know I'm this shade. But sometimes I don't know if people don't see how they look. You're like convinced, me, I look like this person. So you want everything to look like that. So I think don't put on makeup wanting to look like someone else. Especially because people have different eye shapes, have different lip shapes. So especially for makeup artists, sometimes someone comes to you like, I want my makeup to look like this.
They're even producing a photo.
And I'm like, you are totally two different people. Your face shapes are different. You're like, everything is different. So for you to look exactly like her, maybe for her strongest point of focus is her eyes or her lips, and yours is not. So sometimes it's a bit tricky. So I think when you're doing your makeup, customize it to suit you. Not to because someone else looked good in that style or maybe those products. I think just know what works for you. And follow that.
All right. Now, what will you say, even before we just get to the practical bit of it, what would you say is the most interesting or something that you love most about just being a makeup artist?
I think for me, I would say for me, I like meeting different people, sharing different stories. And I like knowing that I made someone feel good about themselves.
And confident.
It just gives me so much joy when one feels like, kumbe I can look like this. Like you feel like your self-worth is, I don't know. I think most people, especially ladies, as we grow older, we get a bit conscious about ourselves and we forget how beautiful we are. I think we get so absorbed in so many things, you just forget and sometimes you just need that little reminder that you're still that girl. So I think that's what makes me like makeup. I feel you never know, someone might be having a terrible day and after their makeup is done they just light up and you're like, wow, I'm so happy that happened.
All right. All right. And now to someone, I know that when we do the practical bit, we might miss this one. To someone who wants to be a makeup artist, first of all, is it, I know it's a job that pays. I've seen your clients. I've seen your clients, and I know that it's a job that pays. So how do I get now to start working with these big brands and big clients? I'm sure you started from somewhere. It just did not come like pop. So how exactly did you grow from the slide that the basic one to now where you are?
I think number one is professionalism. Number two, of course, you need to practice on your craft. You need to practice. You need to network a lot with people, and you also need to be very consistent. Once you start, don't stop at this week I don't feel like I want to do makeup. Like even when you don't feel like it, just do it. I think it's like any other job. You just keep building yourself, keep researching the new products, what products work for who. I think and also take nice photos. Get a nice camera, take nice photos
to market yourself.
To market yourself. Be active on social media, on Facebook especially. There are pages that people usually look for artists, join those pages, join other makeup artist groups. Sometimes people might have, like a makeup artist might have a lot of work and she needs an assistant who can assist. Sometimes you even do pro bonos. Especially for events like baby banda, just go, like, when, that's why I said networking. Go network with people, sell yourself. I think, just, you have, even if you're not a people person, you just have to be. You just have to know how to talk to people.
I love the professionalism bit of it, because probably there are people who just look at makeup as it's a professional. All right. Thank you so much. That is Slaiwi Shenga. She's a makeup artist, and I must say she's a very, very good makeup artist. So we'll be taking a very short break. When we come back, we'll just be putting into practice what exactly she's been able to explain. So we take a very short break. We'll be right back. Don't go too far.
Rejected and lonely, and like no one cares, Jesus cares. He is our shepherd. The Bible says in the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 that Jesus is our shepherd and he cares for the flock. And so it is our duty to humble ourselves before God and acknowledge God as sovereign, the maker of heaven and earth, the sustainer of the creation, the one who is concerned of each and everything that we are and we could be going through this hour, because he is our Father. He is the shepherd and he is our Father.
PCA Booth Girls High School of Excellence is an exemplary girls boarding school located in a calm environment perfect for learning in Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County. Our sole responsibility is to equip our students to competitively fit into the ever-growing world-class institutions and the job market. An all-rounded student is what pushes us to burn the midnight oil.
Apart from academics, we have some co-curricular activities like we have handball, we have volleyball, we have the table tennis, and even we have the swimming pool whereby our girls are nurtured on how to swim. So indeed, PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School is a place to be so that we can nurture the talent of your daughter.
We have spacious classrooms, well-equipped library, science and computer laboratories, dining hall, modern kitchen and dormitories. We are open for transfer interviews for forms 2, 3 and 4 starting 2nd to 16th December 2022 and January intakes for junior secondary and Form 1. The fees is affordable.
Bring your daughter to us so that we mold her in character in the ways of God, and also we mold her in academics.
For more information, call the number 011-311-4284. You can also send an email to PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School at gmail.com.
Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a school, college or university? Do you have upcoming events like graduation and intakes? Kirk TV offers you a special end-year, New Year advert bonanza with up to 50% off our advertising rates till January 2023. Talk to us for your live graduation broadcasts and New Year in-text advertisements. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607, or send us an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza.
Kuna watu wengine wana struggle sana, akipeana tithe hata inauma, nasikia uchungu. Mwingine atamuomba Mungu ya kwamba nibariki, na wakati utanibariki na kazi, I will be giving you the 10th of my income. But when it gets to the reality, anakumbuka
you feel abandoned, rejected and lonely, and like no one cares, Jesus cares. He is our shepherd. The Bible says in the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 that Jesus is our shepherd and he cares for the flock. And so it is our duty to humble ourselves before God and acknowledge God as sovereign, the maker of heaven and earth, the sustainer of the creation, the one who is concerned of each and everything that we are and we could be going through this hour, because he is our Father. He is the shepherd and he is our Father.
PCA Booth Girls High School of Excellence is an exemplary girls boarding school located in a calm environment perfect for learning in Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County. Our sole responsibility is to equip our students to competitively fit into the ever-growing world-class institutions and the job market. An all-rounded student is what pushes us to burn the midnight oil.
Apart from academics, we have some co-curricular activities like we have handball, we have volleyball, we have the table tennis, and even we have the swimming pool whereby our girls are nurtured on how to swim. So indeed, PCA Ongata Booth Girls High School is a place to be so that we can nurture the talent of your daughter.
We have spacious classrooms, well-equipped library, science and computer laboratories, dining hall, modern kitchen and dormitories. We are open for transfer interviews for forms 2, 3 and 4 starting 2nd to 16th December 2022 and January intakes for junior secondary and form 1. The fees is affordable.
Bring your daughter to us so that we mold her in character in the ways of God, and also we mold her in academics.
For more information, call the number 011-311-4284. You can also send an email to pca.ongata-boothgirlshighschool@gmail.com.
Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a school, college, or university? Do you have upcoming events like graduation and intakes? Kirk TV offers you a special end year, New Year advert bonanza with up to 50% off our advertising rates till January 2023. Talk to us for your live graduation broadcasts and New Year intakes advertisements. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607, or send us an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza.
Kuna watu wengine wana struggle sana, akipeana tithe hata inauma, nasikia uchungu. Mwingine atamuomba Mungu ya kwamba nibariki, na wakati utanibariki na kazi, I will be giving you the 10th of my income. But when it gets to the reality, anakumbuka mama alikuwa ameniitisha kikoi. Anaanza kudebate na Bwana na anaanza kusema Mungu ataelewa. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Lakini si ni wewe uliahidi, sio Mungu alikusukuma. Uliahidi kwa maana you needed God to intervene and you made a promise before God.
Are you looking to grow your business? Kirk TV offers you a variety of advertising opportunities to suit your budget. Advertise with us today.
Morning show. I keep on saying Kirk in the morning. It's the Kirk mid-morning show. My name is Aidah Munzatsi, and as you can see, there's no makeup, and definitely this means that Sly will be working on me, just doing a very subtle makeup upon me, and we'll just get to start. So first of all, Sly, what type of look are you going to do on my face? And after probably wiping my makeup, what skin type and skin tone am I?
I'm going to do like a subtle look, like an everyday kind of look. And your skin type, I think I've noticed you're a bit of like a combination. I'm not too sure, but you look like a bit of a combination. So what I'll do, I'll start by skin prepping you.
Okay.
I'm starting with a bit of a moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid it has moisture.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll start by moisturizing your skin so that your products don't get absorbed to your skin, then you look ashy and dry.
Okay, so that's the importance of a moisturizer.
Yeah, a moisturizer is very important. It gives you a more flawless finish.
So you always start with a moisturizer, or we have other, what now? The base, something else that you can place.
Most people prefer having already done their skincare routine, like the cleansing, toning, and then moisturizing, and also using a sunscreen. Yeah, so most of the time they usually just start with a primer. This is a primer. It's a mattifying primer, because I noticed you were a bit oily.
So the products you use, you should also pick products according to your skin type, as you mentioned. All right.
So since I noticed you are a bit oily, that's why I'm going with a mattifying primer. If you are not, if you're dry, I would have just started from the moisturizer and moved on.
All right.
Not necessarily having to use the primer. So I'll just focus on your T-zone, because that's what I noticed.
For someone who doesn't understand the T-zone?
T-zone is this area, like the forehead, the nose, maybe some around the cheeks and the chin.
Okay. Now, probably for someone who is wondering, for all the products, definitely there's a notion that expensive, let me say expensive products are better. So do we choose makeup products depending on how expensive they are, or brand?
I would say brand, because there are some drugstore makeup products, they're called drugstore, the ones that are not too high end, that are still very nice. There are also some African products, especially from Nigeria, that are still, actually I prefer products from Nigeria, because I feel like they understand.
You work on African faces more.
They understand the skin better, according to me. High-end products are also nice. They stay longer. They look more flawless.
So when you're talking of longer, let's say after you've applied me makeup right now, how long should it take?
The makeup should last you the whole day.
All right.
Should last you the whole day, or until when you want it off your face.
All right.
Yeah. And that's why we start with a primer, because the primer helps hold the makeup.
All right. And I've also noticed that you came in with the powder.
Yeah, I just use the powder too. It's not a must, but I just like doing that to set the primer.
Okay.
It also helps with oil control. Yeah.
All right. And now for the eye pencil, just doing the eyebrows, for the color. Does it also work with your skin color, or you can pick just any eye pencil?
I think it's skin color and also preference. There's some people who like very faded eyebrows. There's some people who like very blocky eyebrows, so it just depends. But mostly it depends with your color. Like for you, I'm using Davies number 40. It's a bit dark.
It's darker?
It's darker compared to number 18. If I used number 18, it would
most of the time I use 18.
Okay, it's not bad. It has a bit of a soft finish compared to number 40. It's because I've also noticed you have lots of hairs.
Yeah. So probably because I've noticed that many ladies nowadays do their eyebrows in terms of just shaping them. What's the secret in terms of just drawing like the eyebrows? I'm told they need to not necessarily look like sisters but cousins. So how do you do that?
You just follow your natural eye shape, eyebrow shape. Yeah, because when you want to do something that's a bit different from that, you will experience some difficulty. Yeah, just follow how your hairs are growing. If you feel like they're a bit overgrown, you can get them cleaned. But yeah, just following your natural eyebrow.
So right now, what are we doing?
Right now, I'm trying to clean up. Like it's like I'm trying to make it look a bit more clean using a concealer. a concealer that slightly might be like a shade lighter than your skin tone or your foundation, so that it's more seen. How can I say?
Pop.
Yeah, it gives it a bit of a pop. Yeah, you can still go with your normal skin tone.
Like that is like the foundation you use.
Yeah, because for a normal everyday look, yeah, you can just. There are no rules to make. But don't go with like something that's too bright, because you'll have. They're called halo eyebrows. It's like they're just saying hello to you.
Yeah. Like the emoji.
Yeah, those ones. You look like you have a yellow tone under your eyebrows and over.
So you'll better go for a concealer that is over your skin tone, or a lighter shade.
Yeah, just like one shade.
Okay.
So I'm blending the concealer. I'm fading it out.
So in terms of blending as well as just defining the eyebrows with the concealer, is there like a particular brush, or?
You can, yeah, there are different brushes. There's a fluffy brush and a flat brush. Some people prefer using a flat brush, like to just, and some people prefer fluffy. For me, I prefer
Fluffy works for you.
Yeah.
All right.
So on top of the eyebrow, you can leave it like that, or you can still go ahead and clean up the top of the eyebrow. So I'm going with
now my shade.
Yeah, your shade, so that it blends in easily with the rest of the foundation. And also when you're doing the eyebrows, make sure the front part of your eyebrows is as faded as it possibly can be. Like the darker, the further away from the inner part of the eyebrow, the darker it becomes. Like the tails should be the darkest part, not the front part, because now it will look like a block. So you can achieve that by just combing through with an eyebrow brush, yeah, or not filling it kabisa. So I'll also blend the foundation with a brush, like just blending. The more blended it is, the more natural it looks. So I'm done with the eyebrows. I can choose to either start with the face and finish with the eyes, or vice versa.
Vice versa.
So for me, I'll start with
the face.
Yeah. Since I think if you want to blend easily, to blend your products easily, just build them up slowly.
Okay.
Don't go with a lot of product on your face. Just go with little. It's easier to build it up than to remove it. So you can use either a brush or a beauty blender. Yeah. A beauty blender has a more natural finish. I left my but a brush has a more full coverage. So you usually blend outwards. Like most of the product should be like in the inner part of your face. So whatever is left is what you blend outside on the outer part of your face, so that it doesn't give you that that different neck face. As I've noticed, your face is slightly darker compared to your chest, so I'll use a slightly lighter concealer on the inner part of your face, so that it kind of blends in with your chest. And you actually don't need too much product. So I'll go back with a concealer.
So that is for?
To just kind of brighten you.
Okay.
Because you know, once you put the foundation, it's like now you have one skin tone. And the face doesn't usually have one skin tone. There's some parts that are a bit lighter, some parts are a bit darker. So yeah, that's why we do highlighting and contouring. So right now I'm highlighting.
Okay.
I'm going in with a concealer that's about 2 shades lighter than the foundation. So I'm just placing it in the inner part of your face because that's where we want the focus to be. Any part that you highlight is brought forward. It's like brought forward. And any part that you contour is like pushed back. Yeah. So since we want the focus to be on the center of your face, that's where we highlight. So you just make sure you blend until it's seamless. So you can't see where the foundation is starting and where the concealer is starting.
So I think the secret is with blending, yeah?
Yeah, blending is everything. Like you have to be patient. If you want to do it in a hurry, you'd rather just put on powder and go. Open your eyes. So when you're blending under the eye, you have to look up because you see sometimes under the eye there's some two creases.
Yeah.
Where if you just blend, you won't be able to get through them, and then you look like you're cracking under the eye. So after that, you set it with a powder. Everywhere that you've put a concealer, you set it, look up. And also you just set your whole face with the powder. The powder helps it to not move.
Okay.
So for some people, they can stop here. If they're not confident doing their eyes, you can just do your lipstick.
Okay.
And stop there. But if you want to take a bit further, you can add a bit of eyeshadow. Even just 2 shades. Before putting the eyeshadow, I had put a bit of a concealer to hold the eyeshadow in place. So I'm just doing a very simple eyeshadow. Looks like just 2 shades. Then now an eyeliner. Okay, this is also optional.
So this let me just say approximately how long should it take?
Okay, if you're doing it on your own, maybe 15, 20.
Okay.
So before doing the mascara, I would like to set your face with a setting spray.
So this also helps it last longer?
Yeah, helps to hold the makeup, to tone down the powders, so that you don't look too powdery.
Okay.
I'll just do a little liner on top, look down, and the mascara. Look down. Now we can finish with lipstick.
So does the lip need to be dry or moisturized though?
A bit moisturized. You can put some Vaseline, then dab off the excess, and just go in with your lipstick, especially if it's matte. If it's normal, yeah, you don't need to apply moisturizer. Because for me, I had already gone in with the Vaseline before I started, as I was prepping your skin. So now it's like been absorbed into your skin. You're very red.
So that's a different lipstick shade, yeah?
I've just done like a two-toned lipstick. Yeah, that's it. For a simple, like, everyday
So for this
look,
particular look, you can go with it to the office?
Yeah, to the office, for meetings. Yeah, it's a nice day look. Yeah, for a night look, that's why the lips are popping a bit more compared to the eyes. Yeah, but for night looks, mostly it's the eyes that pop and the lips are a bit toned down.
All right. Thank you so much. I feel beautiful. Well, and as Sylvia just put it, is that makeup is just to enhance what you already have, or just enhancing your beauty. And now, Sly, thank you so much for that. Just let us know probably where can our audience find you on social media, or how can they book an appointment with you?
On social media, I'm mostly active on Instagram at Zenaglam. Zenaglam, yeah. My number, my number is there, my email address, yeah, we can talk. You can also find me on 0715 231 543. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok as Sylvia Zena. I think that's why we were reunited.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, those are the platforms I mainly use. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. So I hope I look beautiful. Let me know how exactly the session was, and I hope that you at home has also been able to learn of how just to do your makeup, how to pick the right products as well, how to learn of your skin type and skin tone as well. And if you're just joining us, remember you can always just play back for you to be able to see on what exactly we've been learning about on this particular segment. So follow Sly on all social media pages, as she puts it. Also reach out to her via the number that she's just shared. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Remember, today is World AIDS Day, and we'll just definitely just be letting you know on everything that the Ministry of Health will be doing in that regard. Thank you so much once again. My name is Aidah Munzatsi, and from Sly and I, we are wishing you a beautiful, beautiful month of December and a beautiful Thursday.
Thank you.